Good morning. I managed to get to Bangkok. What a nightmare. Traffic. I give myself 2 hours to get here. I've got 30 minutes to get down this lift and get downstairs and find where the hospital is, and then find there's 3 lifts here, but they're not working. So I guess I have to walk. Not sure. So I guess I'll find out. But I've got 30 minutes to find the hospital and find where I'm supposed to go. So I come here to the detox clinic, and this is the lady I seen in here. So I'm finished now. I come outside. I try to record a little bit inside, but you know, the signs everywhere saying no recording. Everywhere there's no recording. But the lady, the nurse, allowed me to take a picture and get a little video of her and her little clinic. So I'm going to find a place that's a little bit quiet and I can talk to you. Back in the UT now. It's a long drive. I want to talk to you and explain what's been going on, but I need somewhere that's quiet. I don't want to talk about it here. So I'm going to eat my food and I think go upstairs to Big C, see what's there, and then I'm going to go home and then I can talk to you there, okay? So this is a vegetarian food that I was telling you about. So all this Sawadee Cup. All this is veggie food, but as you can see, the red is spicy. Het Ma? It looks good, but it's hot. All this is vegetarian. All vegetarian. And then you can take it home too, look. Vegetarian pastry. I kept my promise. I said I would show you vegetarian food. I did it. Good afternoon, guys. I'm home again. I wanted to talk to you about 10 times today. Either I wasn't supposed to be filming or it was just too noisy. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm home and all went well. I got to the hospital and I left here at 9:30 and got back at 4:30 just to go to the hospital to speak to a doctor and get a little bit of treatment. Actually, the treatment did take a long time, so I guess that explains it. And I got all the way back to a UT. I went into Big C and got some lunch at about 3 o'clock and then come on home. So what was it all about? Okay, here it goes. So, you know, I had to go see a consultant when I was in the green clothes. And because all the doctors that I went to thought I had high blood pressure. So they sent me to see a consultant in the Air Force hospital. So I go in there and there's two cuff size for your arm. There's a small one and a big one. And he said, you're tall, so you need to have the bigger cuff. So he didn't even talk to me. He just said, he just put the bigger cuff on, checked my heart, my blood pressure, and said, your blood pressure is fine. Just make sure you tell everybody, use the bigger cuff. I'm thinking, why don't doctors know this? I'd been in the green clothes about 15, 16 years by this stage, and before I went to see this consultant. So today, the young lady did my blood pressure, and of course she's using a small cuff, and I tried to explain to her to use a big one, but they didn't have a big one there at the hospital where I was. And but it actually hurts your arm after a while, because you keep trying to get the blood pressure right, so you're squeezing the arm. And I was going, hey Jeb, which is pain, right? So I said, hey Jeb, 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 and then she was going, shh, shh. She was worried somebody was going to hear that she was hurting me. I was just teasing her though. Young, I mean, looked like she just finished school, 18 or 19 or something. Anyway, it was fine. So I went up, I seen the doctor, I had a good chat with him, and he didn't think anything was wrong. He said some people he knows, you take those herb tablets, they'll take 8. Well, the box says 4. He says it don't matter because they're herbs. I think I've told you this before. All my life I've had a problem going to the pot, right? So let me just say this, prerequisite. If you have a squeamish stomach, turn off now, because, and I'll talk. So, all my life I've had a problem going to the pot, right? But it is getting better. I got there's some herbs here in Thailand that cost 34 baht for a box of them that you can get from most places. They sell them in the grocery store, pharmacy, things like that, but you don't need a prescription. It's like 4 different herbs in one little tablet, and it says take between 1 and 4. So, and I take 2, and so what I've been doing is I've been taking them like every 3 days. Every 2 or 3 days, depending on how I feel. But it's getting better. Before it used to be really bad. So because it's getting better, I wanted to go to the doctor and ask them, how can I get it better and better and better? So I went to see the doctor at the hospital, and he basically asked me a load of questions. What's the longest time I haven't gone? Well, when I was on a 10-day meditating course, or meditating event, whatever, in Nepal, in Kathmandu, up in the mountains behind Kathmandu, and I didn't have any, I had to eat their food, which was really good food, but I didn't have any tablets with me. So I asked them to get me some, and they got me some, but they weren't no good. So for 15 days I never went to the pot. That's my worst time. After that I got some herbs and I went. So, but now it's getting better and better and better. But I'm just getting like fed up of having to try to nurse this. So I'm thinking, what can I do to get it better? So that's why I went to the doctor today. But he's like a consultant in that area. So I went to see him, I spoke to him, asked him a lot of questions, and do I drink, do I smoke, do I take drugs, all this sort of stuff. And no. So, I try to eat a little bit healthy. I have my time where I eat cake and things like that. But he said, I had to get my blood pressure checked and all that sort of stuff. But so the nurses actually changed over while I was in there. And very professional, very clean, very everything. Really, really nice. And the lady when I come out, she asked me, she says, I'm sorry, we should have asked you to sign this consent form before you went in. Can you sign it now? I'm like, just teasing her. But I signed it. And they have electric acupuncture in the same place. And real, needle acupuncture as well. So I get some kind of like extra thing in the hospital. But I think there has to be a way. And that's what I do. And just want to stay healthy. So that's why I went there today. if you have any experiences of that, I'd be curious to hear what you have to say about it. I'm just going to keep doing my research. So okay guys, I'm going to sign off and say good night. Thank you for listening. And no, it wasn't like the red Ferrari wheelbarrow. I actually went to see a doctor and had some treatment. So look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings. Rivers. Peace, joy, and kindness. See you tomorrow guys. All the best.